let's say it's 2023. Let's say PulseChain launches January, whatever. No idea, just throwing it out there. 2023 PulseChain launches. We get 30 days into it. What do you think? Can you foresee any projects that are just like, whoa, this would be, is there anything you can just think of that would come up? You're like, okay, we can do this. We can solve this. We can build on this. Like, do you foresee anything coming up that would be some opportunities there?
Well, so I guess one thing in particular is that so like contracts that launch before PulseChain fork, it's like those ones get copied over, and that's awesome. But and kind of inspired by how I was simultaneously launching Diamond Hands to ETHPOW and ETH, a tool that allows a contract developer to simultaneously launch their contract to both Ethereum and PulseChain under the same contract address. So it's as if it had been copied over in the system state. So that's one thing that like I've already kind of built already that I may try to make more, because like that's really like the whole lower fees piece on PulseChain. Like to me, that's like
lowest level marketing.
That's like the lowest common
denominator
thing. Like the main thing that really matters is that cross-chain market aspect and like operating in like kind of a dual chain environment with Ethereum. And so building tools that aid that, I think, is big.
Bridge.
So maybe not. It's not so much a bridge. It's kind of like a token deployment bridge, I guess, where it's like you simultaneously deploy your same contract to both Ethereum and PulseChain. And it's like as if it had made the copy, even if you're after the copy, it like makes the copy for you.
And what problem does that solve? Just for people thinking about it, like what problem does that solve? The token deployment.
So you have to be you could like deploy it in a way that makes sure that the contract is the same address, but you have to be quite careful in how you do it. And so it would like just be a developer tool to kind of solve some, like if someone was trying to deploy their contract to both, and maybe it would be like able to kind of reach more people to develop in the PulseChain ecosystem. If like you're building an Ethereum contract and it's like, oh, now you can deploy it to two places at once, and it's connected by a bridge, and there's this cross-chain market where the assets can trade against each other. That could be useful. But then as far as like other assets, I know you mentioned something about the incentive token. Nothing too like around that topic. Like, there's nothing imminent or like obvious to do around that, for boosting that. But the concept of incentive tokens or tokens to incentivize something like the, not related to the PulseX incentive token, but perhaps incentive tokens for the Maximus ecosystem. That's something that we discuss a lot about.
Not making a dump forever token, because why would you be incentivized to get it? Just talking in the PulseX context, like why you would say, oh, I'm going to dump it immediately, but like there's got to be some incentive to get it, or else you never want to get it. You're never going to do the work to get it if it's just dumped forever. So
yeah,
it seems like something needs fixed too.
Yeah, and I think things with like incentivizing liquidity or also like boosting your earning capacity based on like if you're a net hoarder or if you're a net seller of the thing. So like if you're, between like staking mechanisms and liquidity incentives is kind of one way to do that. Also like baking in some type of redeemability, like, a coin that is, say you mint a coin 1-to-1 with Hex, and then now forever that coin is now here. I'm giving away this awesome idea, but who cares? Well, if someone builds this, we'll just crush you in the market. We'll just outcompete you. So like, sure, try to build this.
Love it.
Like say you have a coin, it's mintable 1-to-1 with Hex, and the coin does nothing but is permanently redeemable for 0.1 Hex. So like if you want to reclaim that 0.1 Hex, you can burn your coin, and then that, reduces the supply, And so, perhaps, and basically what that does, it enforces like a, whatever percent is redeemable, it like asserts some type of price floor. And so,
Wow.
because like there's a lot of things with price ceiling. It's very easy to make a price ceiling. I mean, look at ICOSA, that has a price ceiling. The pools in a way have a price ceiling. It's a little bit, like the ICOSA one's more direct because as soon as the price hits a threshold, you can instantly mint and close it down. Whereas with the pools, if the price hits a ceiling, it's not like you can mint new pool, but like someone could sell it for like a low risk trade. So it's a little bit different price ceiling, but it's actually very hard to make a price floor. And so I've explored concepts of like built-in price floors done through like a redemption mechanism, like a burning redemption mechanism. So things like that could help with like these like perma dump tokens where like they can perma dump, but then there's like a level at which they dump.
Yeah.
So things like that I've thought of.
Super interesting. Very cool. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, if anyone tries to build it, you heard it first. Maximus will build it better.